Hold it into the camera.
We're live, yes.
And we're playing the Dark Eye.
Yes, well, welcome everybody. François Letat, JDRD30, and especially this week, our Orkland campaign, the Dark Eye, is on my channel. Usually it was on the channel of our game master, the Nerubin, but Google wants to know too much about its life. Google is dangerous. And so if you are joining us in my channel,
we need a restraining order for Google.
I think it's some kind of a big brother. So yes, it will be on my channel this week. I don't know for the other week, but yes. So we are part 16. So if you are discovering this campaign right now, you can go on the Nerubin channel. I will put a link below. Check that out. Or I have a playlist on my channel with all the sessions so far. Okay.
As do I. Okay. Yeah. So, who wants to do a recap?
I can do it.
Yeah, go.
Our party has been exploring we've been traveling towards in the northern area of Aventuria. Which is known as Thorwall, and we've been tasked to explore a area known as the Orkland, where it's it is what is said on the tin. It's the land of the orcs, and we've been now traveling, and we've been starting to head into the basically into the Orklands, the uncivilized region, and we have met with the Ahats, or Ahats, or how they would pronounce it, the mysterious lizard men of of Aventuria, which is the more exotic race. Since Aventuria is more traditional, more low-key fantasy, but then sometimes they have their exceptions too. And one of them is the Ahats. So we met them. They were actually quite friendly, a little bit weird, but friendly. And we have talked to them in a secret cave where we met, where we had to swim under a underground tunnel, an underwater tunnel, to reach their area. And we've been eating there, and now the king, or their leader, or I would say the king, has tasked us with his daughter, so this princess, so to speak, that she will come with us, so she will help us explore more of the region.
Which makes our dwarf Ook a little nervous.
Well, he doesn't really know about it yet.
I was not told about.
I don't think he was told about the Ahad's joining you.
Yeah, we just told him he could camp out there on the other side.
Okay, maybe I'm mixing up some scenes from the last session.
Yeah. It has been a while, like 2 weeks now.
Then again, you probably know it better than me.
Yeah, I've watched it twice actually, but it's been 2 weeks, so my memory is failing me. But I guess that when he'll learn that we have Ahert with us, he won't be happy.
Well, dwarves are rarely happy. Unless they're drinking beer or like mining stuff or something.
Yeah, we'll just have to keep them intoxicated.
There we
go. When we learned that she would come with us, I watched Borkai to see if he seems bothered by that.
He doesn't seem... Well, it's hard to tell because at least at first he doesn't really seem to understand. You think?
Okay. Well, okay.
But then again, when you watch him around the Ahats, he doesn't seem to be too bothered. I mean, he shies away from some of them when they move in a way that a warm-blooded person wouldn't. But for the most part, so do you. So it's
Okay.
just
It just is alien to us. So
yeah.
Well, Gruff is quite. I'm quite excited by this opportunity because you know it's so much discovery since I've embarked on this journey. So
Okay, so you've slept the night in the city of the Ahats,
yeah.
and you are awakening one by one in
Yeah.
the dining hall, as it was used at least.
Okay.
It's still warm. The hot air coming from below through the grates. And as I said, you slowly start to awaken.
Okay.
How big does this place seem to be? Because we were basically escorted through particular areas, but did
Well-
it seem like there was other passages going to other places?
Well, you moved by, who knows, maybe 10 to 20 rooms or something. But you also had intersections of tunnels, so there might be more.
Does it seem naturally carved or was it digged by something?
It rather looks like it has been digged and then strengthened by wood and by clay.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to get back to. I like the place, but I prefer to breathe air from the outside.
yeah, me too.
It's unnerving not seeing the sun and the stars and the moon.
It's kind of you lose all sense of time.
And breathing so much moist. No, I want to
Yeah,
breathe
the air's
here.
I look at my and I,
moist.
well, all right, I don't have my armor on, so but I wanted to say, well, I hope our armor and weaponry doesn't rust.
Not overnight, I guess.
Yeah,
Have to have a good oiling.
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I say, well, let's head out then. I say.
Well, yeah, and don't we do we know if when we'll meet our new companion?
Well, oh yeah, right. Well, we have to wait for her.
Or just tell her that we wait outside. We won't be far.
That is true. Well, I say let's wait for her. It shouldn't take too long.
It might seem as rude if we just run off away from her.
Yes, we're the guests here, so we should and she is like royalty here, so we should respect that.
Okay.
Because, you know.
Yeah, I'm not that much good with etiquette, but
Me neither, but I guess we are the closest thing as ambassadors from our civilizations, so
yeah.
we want to give a good first impression.
But maybe, Mayvon, you could ask what's next.
Ask.
Ask the king, the Lizard King.
Well, I'm as far as how long it's going to take for her to come join us.
Yeah.
Oh, very well. Do I see the king there, or?
The king is not in the room. Actually, you are quite alone in this dining hall. But when you look through the entrance, you can see one of the Achats standing absolutely still in front of the door and staring at it.
I wonder if he's asleep.
I can never tell, honestly.
I'll walk up to him and look at him. Excuse me.
One of his eyes, or not. Wait. His tongue shoots out of his mouth and licks over one of his eyeballs. He lays his head slightly in an angle.
I look at Gruff and like I'm saying, no, that would be a trick if we could do that.
Yeah. Well, I knew someone in the village who had a big tongue, and yeah, the women talked about him all day, all night. Yeah, it was quite funny.
Out of character. What was he called? It's just strictly out of character. Was he called Gene Simmons?
No. He wasn't a musician. This one.
That was out of character. But who knows? You know, he might be a bard here too.
Right, with an axe with string.
There we go. There we go.
I think he's asleep.
Oh well, don't bother him. I don't know if when they wake up how they can be.
Well, we can wait for some time.
He moves his hand slightly and puts it on his head.
I do the same thing. I put my hand on my head. See if he responds.
He puts his hand to you and shakes it and puts his hand on his head again and then points into the darkness of the tunnels.
I look down towards that direction.
Maybe he talks about the crown.
Ah, yes.
I guess.
All right. That sounds reasonable. I mean, none of them were. I have seen only the king wear anything like on his head.
Yeah, you have seen other Ahats with jewelry, like metal bands with precious stones, but none of the other wore anything on their heads.
Right.
I'll look down the direction where he pointed.
Well, looks like the tunnels.
I don't see anything stirring or movement.
You have the feeling that there is movement down the tunnel, but it's too dark at that distance to see, really.
Well, perhaps we should wait here a bit longer. I don't want to intrude upon anyone's personal living quarters.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I would like to get going, though.
Anyone for the game of dice?
Who's out of character is asking?
Dietrich.
Okay. Yeah, sure I am. I take up my gaming dice. So.
Well, I go up to Mayron, so I can go with you if you'd like.
Where would you like to go?
Well,
Down the hallway?
yeah.
Do you think it would be appropriate? I'm not sure.
Okay, well, then let's wait.
I say, well, let's wait a little bit longer, then perhaps then we can go down in that direction.
Okay.
Okay.
No one shows up.
So, let's make this a bit quick. You wait till maybe 1 more hour, after which the king, accompanied by his daughter and 2 other Ahats, come into the dining hall. You slept well.
Yes, thank you. We slept very well. Thanks to your hospitality.
You want go now?
Yes, we would like to get on our way. Is your daughter ready to leave?
She will nod very quickly.
When she does that, I bow to her slightly.
You also notice she has some leather bag around her,
Shoulders?
over her shoulders, yes. Yeah, and some kind of black-bladed knife on her belt.
Very well.
Okay, can we know if we have to, when we'll finish our journey, if we have to, does she follow us for the rest of her life or something?
When would she like to be returned to you?
Yeah.
I return before winter.
Ah, yes, you have a hibernation cycle.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. I think it was told yesterday.
Yeah.
It was not 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was yesterday.
That
seems
night
so
seemed
long.
longer.
Yeah,
it's
quite a long
in this
night.
This darkness here stretches out to infinity.
Yep.
Well, I'm ready to go. What about you? I'm looking at the group.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Then follow. And he will lead the way. And once more you cross the darkness of the tunnels of the Achat city and enter once more this chamber where the pool to the outside can be found.
Okay.
You can also already see sunlight from the other side.
Okay, well.
Alright. So should we roll for swim checks?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Succeed. 3 success.
There we go. So I was
Sorry, I had an interruption.
Even 5. 5 success.
Okay. Okay. Got the first one.
Are we doing swim rolls?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Crap. Oh man, I got my first one, and then my second one, my KO was I rolled a 20.
But
Should I roll? I have 5, but it's not enough, and it's a critical miss, and I'm pretty sure I even
No. It's only a critical miss if you have 2 20s at least.
Yeah.
Okay, but I have only 5, and it goes down to 15, and my KO is 13.
Well, do the other check and tell
Okay.
me how much you missed by.
Ah, crap. My strength is a 14, and I rolled an 18, so I missed there too.
Okay, so in total you missed by?
I missed. Okay, wait. Give me a second. I missed since I have 5. The KO is 13, so that's 2, and then 4, so 2, so 6. I missed by 6.
Okay, so do a D3 plus 3, and that's how
A
much?
D3?
Well, half a
D6.
D6.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, I rolled a 1.
Okay.
And then
So you get 4 points of damage
okay.
when you come up with breathing outside because you breathed water in.
Oh, you are
Yeah.
right, Condor.
But
Oh man, I don't know. It's just that I just caught a bad wave or something. I don't know.
Oh, that reminds me. Can I roll for resting for vitality?
Yeah. If did you others lose any points?
I lost some from choking on water.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
you're not alone. Detroit also seems to have problems this time. Maybe you should have used another rope like last time.
I think I should have used another dice, really. Oh, that's out of character strictly. What is this dice you speak of?
Well, I suggest that if we come back here, that we could just eat outside. Well, unless there's a major offense here, but since when we'll come back, we'll be cheerful friend with the princess. Maybe they will accept.
I say we deal with this once we do come back.
Yeah, but
Yeah. I'm not feeling that great, but let's go on. I should be fine to walk. It hasn't been that bad.
You noticed that the stuff you left behind is still lying next to the entrance here, but at least for the moment you can't see Uksh.
well, I failed my swim roll by 18.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds
Okay.
horrible.
where's Maven, by the way?
Mother
Bubbles.
or something.
roll a d20.
Okay,
There we go.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, so you got off lightly. What happens is you are halfway through the tunnel when suddenly you notice that your rope seems to have stuck to something.
Oh,
So you get into a bit of a panic trying to get your rope unstuck because you can't really move forward. And after a short while that, as you think you're drowning, seems longer, you can rip yourself free and move forward.
oh. I come splashing up out of the water, waving my hands.
Are you alright, Maven? I help him up. And I don't know.
I got
Last
caught.
time. Yeah, last time we had much better luck, or there's, I don't know, is there waves under there or something? I don't know. But yeah. Oh well. I think we could maybe rest a little bit or just continue on.
Well,
With,
rest. Yeah. Go
Rather
ahead.
silently, Tiki will come out of the water. You made safe?
Yes, we're all right. We swallowed some water. We're not as good swimmers as you are, but we should be fine, I think. Look at Maven. Are you fine?
I will be.
Okay.
Well, keep calm, and well, I'm looking if I see Hook's stuff. Hook's not there, but does his stuff is somewhere to be seen?
Well, you can see his backpack lying there, but at least his crossbow is not to be seen.
Oh, feels bad to me.
He might have gone out hunting for breakfast.
Yeah, that might be.
I will put on my chainmail and my other stuff. So.
Mhm. Yeah, feels a bit freezy, but as you step out and to put your clothes on, you feel the sun again, and it's actually becoming quite warm, you notice. But then again, you're on the end of spring, so it should be starting to get warm.
Yeah, I bask in the sun a bit, take my robot off, wring it out as best as I can, lay it out to dry a little while, and I'm just basking in the sun, soaking up some sun rays.
As you do this, Tiki will pretty much do the same, but just with herself. So she will lie down in a sunny spot with her mouth open.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's her name? Just I will take a note.
Tiki.
Play
Right?
Yeah.
Plitiki.
Plitiki. Plitiki. Has.
Oh, I had written Chitiki last time.
Okay.
Well, it's with it. You write what you write.
You silly players, you write what you write.
No, I
the
mean
truth.
you never saw her name written. So what should you know how to write it?
Oh, well, I write it in French, Plitiki. So for me, it sounds
That's
like
how I spelled
Plitiki.
it in English.
Well, maybe, yeah.
As
So,
long as she responds, that's
Yeah.
I think that should be fine.
So, well, I'm trying to look for Ook. Trying to see if I can track him or something. See if I can see footsteps.
Okay, do a perception check.
Isn't it a track? Or just
No,
perception?
perception for now.
So 8 success.
Okay. Yeah, when you look around a bit, you actually see him standing behind a nearby rock with his crossbow trained at your new companion.
Hey, Rook! Bring that down.
Yeah, put that down. That's not funny. She's our friend. She's gonna accompany us. This is Plitiki, and this is our friend Uksh.
Now you have one of the scaled ones.
Yes, it's a
Her
big...
name is Plitiki, and it's not scaled ones. I believe it's a hut. So,
Well, they are scaled, aren't they?
well, yes, and you are small, and I don't call you a small one, do I? I call you a dwarf.
And that's still wrong. We are Angroshim.
There you go. I'm still wrong.
Maybe. So you have an elf, an orc, and a Ahaz with us. You should be happy, Hook.
Isn't this expedition by the humans? Well,
It's become multinational.
he will take the bolt out of his crossbow, put the crossbow to the ground, and slowly let the sinew snap back. I tell you, this is a mistake. Picking up people left and right.
Whoa.
This is a kind of a. She's like an ambassador of goodwill, so to speak.
And she knows the place, I guess, the area quite a lot.
If she can help us to avoid that three-headed dragon, it will be worth the extra effort to bring her along with us.
Absolutely.
She will stand beside Maven. What I do? Look, pointing at Uksh.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. He was surprised by you, that is all.
How to greet?
Ooks, come here. Please, meet her.
What?
Come here and
Well-
say hello to our new companion.
He will step closer, a bit unsure. What?
Plitiki, this is Uksh. Uksh, this is Plitiki.
She will do some gesture with her hand. Did you just curse me?
No, that was quite a friendly greeting.
Well, he will rub his fist around his chest. This is protecting me against magic, so if it was anything else, I will know.
Yes, out of
And
character.
I'm Ux, remember that.
Because
Ux Grosho Kornomon. And with that, he will go to the entrance where his back lies.
I guess it was a good idea not to bring him to our meeting with the king.
Yes, I agree. But he did miss some good food. Well, some of it.
That's his choice, you know. I mean, he's playing ball. He's
He's probably older than both of you put together.
most likely. So
he is an elderly one of us.
and then again, you probably will outlive us too.
Well, not if we run into a three-headed dragon.
Well, yes, I think that would be the end of our
And as
lives,
as
of our
of
stories.
you hear some screeching noises from far away, roaring over the
Yeah,
land.
we hear the dragon. So Gruff is looking at the sky. I almost forgot that we were not that far from it, actually.
How many horses can there be? He's eating them all.
No, I don't think too many. And
What will he chase if there's no horse to
Ah,
eat?
well, I think let's move on before he gets any ideas. So
Okay.
That is a good idea.
Some
Mavon looks a little bit unnerved looking up at the sky.
at time he looks man tall.
Giant? Giant? I'm quite tall myself. I'm a Thorwallian, so
Yeah.
with my arm in the air, giant.
Man bigger trees.
Ah, what was his
Orc-
name?
Orc eater?
Orc Eater.
That? Have you met him? I look at Litiki.
I only heard and saw feet in ground.
You saw them? She saw it.
She saw his footprints.
He live north here. We stay clear.
That sounds like good advice,
Oh, we will-
especially if he's in a bad mood this time of year. And we do have an orc with us.
yes, it seems we're a quite colorful bunch. It's like pretty much one of every race of Aventuria.
Almost.
Almost, yeah.
So I think we'll follow suggestions from our new friend to where to go. Frankly, I'm ready.
She will rather point you in an eastern direction. We'll shortly give you the map. Okay, wait. I think this is how it works. Okay, so here we have the map, and where the The circle is seen is about the place where you found, or where the city of the Ahats is. And she will point basically in a northeastern direction from here.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, she will.
Then I say, well, let's follow her. She knows this area more than we do. This is her home, so...
Yeah.
What are those mountains that we see there in front of us? Are those the blood battlements? Or the Furin's Wall North?
No. These are not these are not big mountains.
Okay.
You can see those. You can see far in the south. You can see the northern stone oak forest, which is a mountain chain that is the border of the Orkland, and you can see across the river. You can, well, not from. You could see that from outside of the forest. There's a mountain range called the Great Olochtai.
Those are the farthest north ones.
But these are rather small cliffs and hills.
Okay. So we're going to be heading northeast of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after she waits a bit and notices that you seem to be waiting on her, she starts to walk through the forest.
Okay. I follow her quite closely and observe the way she moves and what she's looking at. You know, if I want to see if she's just to want to see her behavior in forest, to see if I can learn a trick or two on things to see in that kind of environment.
Well,
I'm just following and curiously looking at the woods and just looking around.
What you can, from what you can see, she seems, the thing that most seems to concern her are small bugs, flies, that buzz around and occasionally land on her or somewhere near to her. And she seems to be very good at it to smash them with her tail.
Okay.
As we're moving along, I'm just going to look for edible fruits and vegetables.
You can do a plant lore check.
Yeah, I pass by 2.
Okay. So you find again the assorted berries, at least enough for a good breakfast. Where did I put it? Well, and what you find also is a small bush of lone berries. You know that these are often used as a restorative. Either they're eaten freshly before you go to sleep, or you can cook them in sugary water to preserve them a bit, so you have something for later.
Okay, yeah, I collect some of these.
Mhm.
without getting too far behind the group.
Okay, you get 1d6 of them that are big enough to pluck.
Oh, I got 6.
Well. Yeah, so Tlitiki will take you to the... Oh, that's the wrong color. Well... Oh, right. This is not working. This and that. Let me go back again. Okay. So, and I have to go down here. Nah. Computer's rather sluggish at the moment. Okay, so now. She will move with you to the edge of the forest here.
Okay.
So you can see into the plain. And you can see that there's a patch of way. Well, if maybe an hour of away, you can see another forest.
Okay. It's almost 5 kilometers from. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we make our way to the road?
There's no road.
Oh, I thought that was a road there.
We see the future here, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I look at the forest, and do we? Can we go to that place? I look at Litiki.
We need to be quick.
I agree.
Dragon. Great scaled one.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's be quick then. Let's. I might even. If we need, I'll run too.
Can't you go? You can do some fog, Maven. Do you have something to hide us? I think I have asked you before. I don't remember.
I could create darkness, but that might be more obvious.
I think unless it's night, we would kind of become even more a target. So let's just move quick.
If I'm remembering correctly, I think you also have a spell from mist.
Yeah, fog wall and morning dew.
Out of character, do you have the invisibility spell? I don't know how long you could keep it up, but
no, I don't have that.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah, those are the only two obscuring things.
Because I do know in the rules for that spell that if we hold hands, so to speak, then you can extend the spells, like... But I think our items wouldn't be invisible, so we would have to be...
Exactly. The invisibility spell is only for naked people. So, either way...
I do remember that quite vividly.
At last, an invisibility spell that made sense.
Yeah, but it's not practical.
No.
Technically, I think you could make artifacts where they would be invisible, but it would be very costly and very hard to do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Anyway.
On the way to the forest, is there some hiding spots, like some rocks coming out of the ground, or?
Well, you have occasionally rocks lying there. You have single trees, bushes, and so on. I mean, this is the unkept wilderness. It's just a more plain one, and you have high grass, so you're not completely without places for hiding.
Okay.
You're just not as well hidden as you are in the forest.
Yeah. Is there a way to know if he's near? I'm looking at the sky.
Well, you can see him flying around somewhere in, somewhere in this direction.
So
The general direction we're going. Wonderful. I can cast silence, but in case he has very acute hearing, but it's the only thing I have.
I'm pointing at the kind of mountain we see, little.
You mean these cliffs here?
Yeah. And if we go by there, can we be more protected from the dragon?
Well, we can hide better, but also danger and slow.
I'm looking at the dragon. I don't feel like it.
Perhaps once we get past these ridges in front of us, we can head due north instead of going northeast.
I say let's just go. Let's just follow
Litiki.
Plitiki, and I think she will guide us well. So she knows these areas. The Ahats have here survived, so they know the tricks of the trade. So let's just go with that. The longer we stay here, it's gonna get dark, and we need a place to rest that is protected, and that other wood, these other woods on the other side look good. It's about a distance that we can cover, I think, quickly, and then we can rest. So, yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to go over those mountains. I don't know what is there, and who knows what is there. It seems like a good place for ambush, but then again, any place here could be an ambush place. So,
But I would rather be on the open plains if I was to be ambushed where I could see them coming.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's just head straight to the forest.
Yep.
Well, okay. I'll trust Litiki's judgment here. So let's run. But yeah.
Yeah, you will notice that she always runs a bit, stays a bit in place, runs a bit. When she starts crossing this plain, always moving from one hiding spot to the next.
Okay.
Quickly looking around the area. If you stand next to her, you can see her eyes moving independently from one another. So one stays mostly in the same direction, while the other seems to whiz around.
I follow behind. Just as she's running, I'll run. When she stops, I try to find a rock to hide
Same
behind.
here. Like, I try to emulate her as good as I can.
Okay, do hiding checks, please.
Okay.
Let's say you have +3 because she finds you the right kind of spots.
Okay, I had a 1, so that means I have 4 now. Okay, let me see here. Bravery is first.
We add 3 to our skill.
This is the sneak.
Okay.
Okay, I made 1. I had to take off 1 point. So next thing is intuition. Okay, that's gonna be trickier, but let's see. Ugh. Okay, 11. So It's that's 3. So my bonuses are gone already. So the third one I have to make with. I have no bonuses left. Geschicklichkeit. Good old dexterity. Yes, and I make that. Sweet. Okay, I used up all my bonuses, but I didn't make it.
I
Okay.
failed by 1.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you all at one point when you are crossing a larger part of the plane. You're currently somewhere. Wait. I have to make it smaller again. Okay. You're crossing and are probably around here. You notice that the dragon seems to be coming closer.
Oh.
Most of you make it into hiding. Maven is you think that your rope is sticking out of the bush you're under. But then looking back, you can see that Halmar and you should know my own names.
Asgard?
Asgard, yeah. Halmar and Asgard, I have fallen back and are trying to just hide in the high grass, but not very well.
Look at them! Down! Down!
And yeah,
I'm just hiding. I'm not
they
seeing
try to stay in place, and the you can hear the flapping of the wings of the dragon flying over you, and circling around them first.
And I prepare my bow.
I take out one of my throwing axes just in case, although I'm pretty sure that's not going to do a lot. But
Uksh is again readying his crossbow, and seems to be muttering something.
I get ready to cast Flim Flam Twinkle. I can cast it so that it's movable.
Okay.
And I'm thinking about using that as a distraction so I can make it move away.
Out of character, I know there is a spell that is like a camouflage. It's not invisibility, but it kind of, as long as you don't move, it's like it kind of copies the thing behind you. Cameloni, I think. I don't know if you have that one.
No.
Probably not. Okay, just
in case.
And that one is cool. It's better than invisibility because it makes everything, your clothing too. So
I just have silence, fog, and darkness.
Right.
Those are the only things I have.
It's an elven spell. Couldn't he at least try it? I think as long as it's not minus 5.
He's first and foremost a wizard.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, sorry. I just thought in 3rd edition you can, as long as it's not lower than minus 5, you can at least try it.
And I'm not a true elf either.
Okay.
So, so the dragon at least lands near them with a loud shuddering of the ground.
Does it seem like it's looking at them?
Well, one of his heads is pointed into their direction, and he's probably as close as 5 meters. So, very close, while the other 2 are looking around.
So if I cast Flim Flam Twinkle with it being movable, can I cast it far away, or does it start where I'm at?
It starts where you are.
Oh, okay. That's not better.
Yeah, I see what you wanted to do, but it's not gonna help.
Okay.
I also can use it as a light flash. Does that mean it flashes out from where I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least you're near your vicinity.
Okay, that's even worse.
I'll try something. I'll shoot an arrow, but not at them, over them, to
Wait,
the
before
other side. There? What?
I go to Gruff and I say, wait. I
You
say,
see me? You're raising my bow, yeah? Yeah, go
Well, I
ahead.
don't. Well, I do see it because we are together. So I say, wait, don't shoot. Let's wait.
But Asker and Alma, they are in danger. I just want the dragon to look elsewhere.
Okay, fine. But I hope he doesn't look here, because then we're in danger. Fine.
You see me shaking, you know, my hands are shaking.
Fine, do it then. Fine, do it.
No.
But if we die, then you should know it's your fault.
I don't shoot.
Okay.
And they say, wait, whatever, shoot it. Shoot it.
Okay,
I changed my mind.
I'm shooting high enough to get over the dragon and hoping that it will look at it when it will fall down. Hoping that it doesn't look at it when it's going through the air to see where it started off.
Well, you shoot the arrow. One of his heads goes up and looks around, follows the path of the arrow, and then on a pointed neck sweeps around and looks in your general direction.
The last thing we see is just a ball of fire, and we're like,
And it starts stomping into your direction.
and I just say, great. Like almost like it's almost non-audible. I just say, great. I don't move at all. I try to be the floor, basically.
Oh
But I do.
my!
Suddenly, Gruff,
Yeah.
you
Great.
have
Gruff.
you suddenly have something in your head, images of broken weapons and of people lying on the ground.
Oh, out of character. Now he's doing his magic. That is not a good.
And of people bowing to a king.
Okay. I couldn't resist that. I have resistance to magic too.
Only Gruff sees those images, right?
Yeah, and at least
Okay.
for the moment. He comes closer again, the earth shattering, not shattering, tremoring all the time, until he stands right next to where you are all hiding. And then you have the feeling of a voice inside your head.
Okay.
What are you doing here?
I try not to think of anything. Now I'm thinking of Ghostbusters. It's like, are you a god? Oh, when they ask you that you're a god, you always say,
well,
sorry.
the only thing you can sense is probably the smell of what I did in my bed.
Does it look like any of the heads are looking at us, or is it just standing?
Two of the heads are looking in the direction of you, while one is still searching the area.
I don't respond because I'm totally petrified by this.
Answer.
You see Gruff cry.
I tried to say like, we're about to get away. Get out of your way.
we all hear that, or is just me?
I'm
No,
like shaking.
this you all hear.
It's in our heads.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is now, out of character, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, I basically just say that that we're getting out of the way. I don't know what else to say really.
I mean, there's really little point in hiding at this point. It's going to find us. So Mavon actually stands up. He says, "O great dragon, O fearsome creature, please let us pass through your land. We mean no harm to you. We mean no disrespect. We are merely trying to get to the forest."
As you do this, one of the heads moves up to you slowly. It's maybe about 1 meter away by now, looking directly at you. You feel heat coming from its mouth. What are you doing here?
We are heading north to map the Orklands. We are not here as an invasion force. We are not here to claim these lands. We are here merely to head northward towards where the orcs live, and to gain a map of their settlements and how they live and where they live. We are not here to hunt in your hunting grounds. We're not here to build settlements in your land. Please, we ask you, O mighty dragon, fearsome creature, please let us pass through. We are but a small mouthful for a creature as mighty as you.
For a moment, nothing happens. And then he makes 2 more steps away from you, and with a last tremor gets back into the air.
I exhale.
When he's finally up in the air, I just fall to my knees and just kind of just stand there staring up into the sky. Or I'm on my knees staring up in the sky.
I'm saying to Gruff and the others, like, we're still very quiet. Let's get out of here before he changes his mind.
Yes, let's do it. I'm
like shaking with my shield and axe.
Yeah, I'm looking at Asgard and Alma and gesture to them.
They are shaking and coming towards you.
We should get going. I don't know what kind of luck we got out of this, but I don't want to try it twice.
Maybe it was Fex who helped us. Maybe it was good to be at the temple, but let's not push our luck. Let's just go.
At that, Mavon just starts sprinting towards the forest.
Yeah, I'm following you.
I'm sprinting. I don't even... What Plitiki says, it doesn't matter. He knows we're here, so he's not gonna... Whatever. We have 2.5 kilometers to run. That should be able. We can
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
not that far. That's
Yeah.
On adrenaline.
Yeah. We're like...
There's not too much kilometers.
Well, after maybe 20 minutes, well, less, you make it to this forest, and finally a bit of peacefulness comes again over you.
No, I just fall down and, exhaled from all my energy. I have to take a break. I just put my stuff on the ground and I'm just hanging on a tree. And what was that? Yes, it was a dragon, but
I fall down to my knees and stuff, and I'm like, what was that in my head? Was it speaking to us through that? But anyway, it doesn't matter. And then I'm just breathing out like, because we just sprinted 2.5 kilometers pretty much in sheer terror. So
Tiki, when you look at her, her head moves erratically around. Her tail is spotting up and down on the ground.
I'd like to know, Plitiki, is there been some kind of episodes like what we just lived in the story of your people?
He never. We only bring offering once generation.
well, he almost became the offering.
I think it's Vex blessed us this time. I think Vex came to our aid. I'm sure it's that.
Yep.
Fortunately,
It's the
I think
only
those stallions
explanation.
were very well fed, very plump horses.
Maybe Fex fed those stallions. I don't know, but either way, we should at least consider a different way when we go back. I'll go through the mountains and stuff, but although maybe the mountains are even worse because they're even higher up in the air. Either way, we got away this time, but I don't think we would get away the next time.
Let's cross that road at a later point.
And I start praying to all the gods that I know.
I look at Alma and I say to him, I guess you will have a couple of songs to write.
He is grabbing his amulet of Swafnir, looking at you with glazed over eyes. What?
I am curious how you will record this event.
He was in my head.
He was in all of our heads, apparently. I heard stories that dragons do possess great magic, but
I think I sang to him somehow.
You sang to him?
I think he wanted to hear the sagas.
Maybe it's you who saved us then. I start laughing. Yeah, maybe he's just wanted to hear a nice story. Who knew?
I thought it was just a big hungry beast and stupid. That's why I shot that arrow. But I should have known better.
No, I think he's smarter and older than all of us combined. At least, if the stories are true.
Plus he has 3 heads.
Yeah, he's got 3 more heads to think than us.
Well, yeah, I was hoping that it was 3 stupid heads.
Apparently
Never
not.
underestimate a dragon.
Well,
I don't think we underestimated him. We just got slightly unlucky because half of the way we could be, we were unseen, and but it was a long way.
but he could change his mind at any time and chase us all the way through our journey.
And who wanted that we go across the plain? You will look at Tiki.
Ah, Jesus. Oh, sorry, not Jesus. I mean, freaking
Swafnir.
Swafnir. Come on. Folks, don't always do this. This is not her fault. We were hidden for half of the way. Somebody wasn't able to hide well enough, and we are like many people right now, so...
There was no other way of getting to the forest. We had to cross over the open plains.
Unless we have to wait for a number of days, maybe, and we would be late on our schedule.
Well, we can either be late of our schedule or late.
Well, we don't have to face either of those options because we're now on schedule and we've made it safely across.
Thank your dwarven god that we are safe now. So don't try to find don't try to complain or anything.
We won't have that chance twice. I have a feeling.
It will come up to you. I will complain as much as I like.
No shit.
Would you care for some berries, Uksh? I gathered these in the forest that we just left.
I don't think, unless they're fermented, I guess. I don't know.
He will look at you and turn away.
Well, maybe we could have some of the rotten fruits from the yachas to ease ourselves up.
I want to be clear of mine tonight, honestly. Who knows what might lurk still.
Yet clear of mine. You don't know what the dragon put image on my head of a king. Just out of character, was it a human king?
Yeah, what you would think of a king? Maybe you saw a. Well, you lived near Nostria, so maybe you've seen some Nostrian nobles holding court. So you would have probably seen this as an image.
I don't know if I made visions. It was like a nightmare. No, but I just couldn't figure it out. I think I have to sit back and rethink about it. Out of character, I will rewatch the old thing this weekend.
It's like you have literally like a computer with the recording.
Yeah.
Not Shadowrun, you know, like an inbuilt flash drive. None of that cyber nonsense.
Just as you all start to breathe more slowly, suddenly a branch is flying through the air and landing next to you.
A branch or a tree?
A branch.
Okay, that's better than a tree.
You know,
We're all squished.
Is it like a whole tree branch or like a twig?
It's more like a tree branch, but not a big one.
Okay.
Okay, I like
Good,
jump
maybe...
up with my throwing axe in the hand and my shield in the other. Like, who's there? What is this?
Then you look in the direction and you see some green fur thing hanging in the trees and making faces from a big-eyed, a big-eyed face with sharp teeth.
I know what that is, and that's not good. Anyway, sorry. I'm like, what in the by the name of the gods is that thing?
Some kind of crazy monkey. Clicky, what is that?
What the hell is a monkey? I don't think Thorwall has.
Something I saw in a fair.
I've never seen such a creature. This might as well be a demon from the pits of hell.
They hum less.
So do we run or do we stay?
We go,
We
but
go.
slow. not make more angry.
Okay.
I think we could take it, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna risk it. Who knows? Maybe this is a dragon in disguise. I don't even know anymore. It's
Or
crazy land.
we hunt, eat. Some say good meat.
I look at our own orc, and I'm just looking at him. I'm like, is that true?
I've never eaten, but it lives. It has strong arms.
Okay, so
I'm like,
I'm slowly backing up.
I'm almost in the mood of killing that to get my confidence back, but I'll back up with the rest of the group.
How big is it?
Well, it's maybe half the size of a human.
Okay. So it is
But
like
if it's a
baboon.
it could be much stronger than a human, because remember, monkeys, apes,
Yeah.
they might be
orangutan.
small. Orangutan can break a human in half
Yeah.
if they want to.
Now, as he makes more and more noise, you hear rustling in the trees.
He couldn't be alone, of course.
Let's move away.
I'm backing away, but I have my throwing axe and my shield in my hand, and I'm ready to start some shit if they are starting some shit.
My bow is ready.
So, yeah.
And more of them can be seen swinging through the trees. As you walk away, they start throwing on different things at you.
Feces.
No, not species, but things they can find on a tree. So
I pull
I
my
lift up
flute
my
out.
shield in protection.
I pull my flute out and start playing a peaceful melody to see if it changes their disposition at all.
I look at Mavon like, what the hell are you doing?
do a music check.
This is not the time for music. These are wild beasts.
Yeah, I made that pretty easily.
Okay, so it at least seems to catch their interest. They are actually following more closely now, but they've stopped throwing things at you.
I just kind of shake my head like, stop playing music. They'll just follow us. Let's just go.
At least they've stopped throwing things at us.
Yes, they're gonna come and choke us to death now. Great. I think we're now birds or something. Big birds to be eaten.
I just keep walking away while playing music.
You
stop playing the music. They're gonna follow us.
After a short while, you can also already see that you have come at another clearing of the forest here.
Clearing.
Well, not clearing, an edge of the forest.
Right.
And there's either a possibility to go across a plain again or to follow.
I'm not going across the plains for a long time now.
Yeah, stay in the forest as long as we can.
I at least, I'm sure I could at least fight those monkey things, at least to a degree. The dragon thing, I don't think I could survive one round, so...
So, you stay in the forest.
Well, at least I do, and I think the other... I don't know.
Yeah, I follow along as well.
We shouldn't challenge our luck.
Well,
are the monkeys still following us, or whatever they are?
After about 1 hour into the forest, so when you're about here, where now you can see the terrain, they seem to stop following you. They're not vanishing, but they stay at a certain point and don't come closer to you.
How many of them were following us? Just
Well,
curious.
you can do a perception check.
Okay, because I'm just curious if we need to fight, if we could win it or not, just by sheer numbers. Okay, would be, I always forget what perception here is. Is in the chef, there we go. So, yeah, probably I won't do too well because these are not my good stats. Okay, yeah, I failed the first one. Klugheit and 2 times intuition. Yeah, I completely botched that one. I'm not.
Okay.
I
You
have no clue.
maybe more than 10.
Yeah, we're not gonna fuck with that. So
They seem to have lost interest in us.
or maybe there's something more dangerous in these parts. You know
Like a
how
three-headed
animals
dragon.
are.
Like a 3-headed dragon.
Well, maybe not as bad, hopefully.
Well, Titiki, can you tell us why they are not coming further than there?
They have home. They don't attack. They defend.
Okay. So it's good we didn't start a fight then.
Who knows how many of them there were lurking in the forest.
I think we could have taken on 1, maybe 5, but that could have been like 20 or 3. If it's like a whole pack of these creatures.
They might have called other packs as well. Just
Yeah,
as
maybe.
got away.
Yeah, we probably still need to fight, so let's save our strength for fights that we cannot avoid. Like if we're not invited in that area, that's fine with me. At least, you know.
So we are currently somewhere around noon.
Well, we can make camp here,
I
but
think
I'll make quite a search to see if I see tracks of unknown animal.
You can do a tracking check.
I'm quite good at that. Okay. I don't make that one often. 2 success.
Okay. You actually find something that resembles hair tracks,
Okay.
but they're much larger. They're more like the size of a dog's trail.
Okay.
Gruff,
Yes.
are you planning on hunting here?
I don't know.
I honestly would feel better if we didn't hunt here. I had promised the dragon that we would not hunt in his hunting grounds, and I don't know exactly how far his hunting ground extends. Perhaps we could eat berries in our rations until we clear this forest.
Yeah. Well, frankly, after all we got through today, I'm not very hungry.
So next we promise someone we don't eat anything that grows.
I have berries here for you, Uksh.
who knows? Maybe the
Stuff your
trees start
berries.
walking and telling us that. But on the other hand, honestly, today I don't think we should hunt. At least I had enough excitement. I still got my rations, so.
And I'd rather hunt something I know, and I saw tracks of a hare that was as big as a dog.
Well, isn't that good? I mean, more meat.
You want to eat dogs?
Well, maybe that hare has
have
3 heads and teeth and has, I don't know, what else could live in these things.
Oh, and lots of meat around it, but no, I don't want to try
I
it.
mean, we have seen these weird monkey things, you say. He's with green fur and giant eyes. Who knows what is he still?
You'll fall to the ground. and search his backpack. Yeah, so it seems that you make camp here, at least for a while. And I
Yeah.
would say we have reached a point where we can make a cut. If you
Right.
agree.
Right.
Okay, I'll do something just before. I go to ask her. I know that she doesn't like me a lot, but I go to her.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I look at her and I say, "Outlaws are you to Swafnir?"
What?
I mean, your relation with our god. What kind of relation you have with him?
What kind of a question is that?
Question from someone who lived in the wood too long.
She will look into the distance. I don't know. I lived with the priests. But I'm not much one for study, if that's what you're asking.
I just wanted to know if there was the best prayer to thank to thank our God to still be alive.
Well, we can always have Halma do the saga of Yurga. How we came to this place. And how Swafnir rescued us not once but twice.
I guess it's a very good idea. Uh, I guess we could have a tale to get a little peace in our hearts.
And she will look at Halma, and he will not get out his lute and stop playing.
Mavon begins playing along with him.
And he will start singing. Though not as loud as you've heard him sing before.
Oh, has been in some kind of sort of a stress with his voice.
Running from dragons and all.
Yeah, it's a moving
Green tree
experience.
monkeys.
Yeah.
What he exactly sings, I will tell you next time because I need time to translate.
Okay.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, it would be fun to have that. But so it's just for Gruff. You know, Gruff wants to
Yeah.
to get some ground and get back to his god because he feels that he needs it now.
Kondar also joins in with the chanting and singing. So
Yeah.
he actually decides to, even though he wanted to use it later, he takes out his cigar and smokes it to calm himself. So and gives some to the other. It's kind of a little celebration.
Okay.
And
So
might as well drink the fine mead that he had. So at least some of it, and share it with the others. So whoever cares to drink, including us, the dwarf.
Yeah.
And I say to the dwarf, I know that you probably drink different stuff, but this is the only thing I have. So.
Well,
Yeah.
mead is good. Mead is good. Thanks.
You're welcome.
To be alive under those circumstances is quite a victory.
Klitiki
So
will come close to you when you smoke. Why you put fire on that?
I say it's we like to smoke these leaves in pipes, or these cigars are quite modern, but in general we like to smoke to breathe in the fumes. They are calming, and to us at least.
She will hold out her hand.
I'll give her the cigar and I show it to her how to. And she
will very, very carefully take it to her mouth, which has no lips.
Right.
So looks rather strange when she tries to breathe it in. It all just the fumes come out of her mouth.
If you
She
take
will. You see, she suppresses a shake and gives the cigar back to you. And after you've taken it, she will start convulsing a bit. For humans only.
And I say, and then I show the bottle of mead. Maybe you like this. It's like fermented fruit in a bottle with the honey of bees.
She's gonna be sick tonight.
Well, and with her pointing the flask at her lips, I think we should.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing we'll empty. Will we empty out the bottle? So.
Yeah, I think when it gets passed around, sometimes there will be the last sip.
Right.
That is left to you. So.
That's fine. I think this is a good time to celebrate that we survived. So.
Yeah.
How many people can say that they survived a three-headed dragon staring them in the face?
Oh, I know the stats too of that thing, so I'm like, at least the 3rd edition stats, but like at level 1, we don't want to fuck with that. So, because as I said, we won't survive one round. Okay, maybe one round if we're lucky. But
Well, I guess that okay, yeah, I'm thinking like a game master, but I guess that that encounter with the dragon was planned in the adventure because.
Well, it was a bit different in the adventure, but I thought this was more natural than what they had planned.
what was the level for the adventure? The suggested level? Because
Well,
I think the Orkland, that's still 3rd edition, right?
Yeah. It's actually 1 to 3.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I do know that the lindworm is higher level. You gotta be like pretty high level.
Let's say this was an educational encounter.
Yeah, I thought so.
Educational. Okay.
Yeah, we got an education.
The only dragon-like thing I think that you could maybe fight at level 1 that I have also sent on a player was the stink dragon, and it's not even sure if that's a dragon. It's more like a pseudo dragon that lives in the swamp and that smells pretty bad. We could have maybe taken that on, but it's argued too. It's still quite powerful, but
Yeah, because well, I guess that module, unless you do very stupid things, the dragon is not meant to be fight at all. You may encounter him like we did and just go away.
Yeah, I thought so. If you're gonna kill us off now, it's like I'm like, oh, so what's the point then?
He's tired of getting up early. So have we gotten any more experience since before Fex Care? Have we gotten any more experience since before Fex Care?
Well, experience.
We're 150.
You will. In total, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we get it on the end of the module. Isn't that how it works?
So this campaign, or rather, you have you will get the next badge of experience when we reach a point where you can rest a bit more. Unless, of course, you decide to stay in this forest for a while.
No.
I don't think so, because there's probably, as far as I know, there's probably going to be all kinds of creatures lurking to have a piece of us.
Green tree monkeys.
I do remember. What was their German name again?
Moorsaffen.
Moosaffen, yes. I thought they were always weird. I never had them in a game, but I always thought they were weird. They're fun to read about.
Well, I hope you had fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had fun.
very much so.
Yeah, it was quite fun, and yeah, we had some viewers. We have one right now.
Oh, hello to our
There
viewer.
we go.
Well, yeah. I think in total throughout all the session we have kind of 5 visitors. So we have one right now. So there's a contest for you. No. No. But yeah. So it will be on my channel this week if you're listening to us, and yeah. So we are all there next week, officially. You should.
We will.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will be here.
I'm
Okay.
always a bit unsure as to how
Chris?
to do this, and if it's if this is how you want to play it. So
Well, tonight it worked well. We didn't have technical problems as we did in some of the earlier
Yeah.
sessions.
yeah.
You want to stop recording, or
Yeah.
it's
So
still recording? It says on indirect.
yeah.
Direct.
We're on. Yes. So yeah. So I will stop the recording. See you next week for all the viewers.